Hey there, this is Goldie from North Cascades Mountain Guides, and I wanted to go over some of the gear that you'll need for a day of backcountry skiing or heading out with us for an avalanche course. So I'm going to start by talking through the clothing part of it. We'll start down with your feet. You're going to need a good pair of ski boots. This is the TLT6 by Dynafit. We have quite a few of our guides skiing on this boot at the moment. And then you'll want a dedicated pair of ski socks for the day. So they typically come pretty high up on your calf and provide cushion where appropriate. Depending on the temperatures, your layering system could change quite a bit. So I'm going to talk about a few different options depending on the temps. Most of the time here in the North Cascades, you're going to want to start with a pair of synthetic boxers and then a pair of soft shell pants. So the key thing with these pants is that they're breathable, they'll resist snow, and that the cuff is big enough to fit over your boot when your boot is in walk mode. So this is the Alpine Guide pants. Another pair of pants I use quite a bit, a little bit heavier, is Patagonia's Backcountry Guide pant. That one's got a little more generous cuff on the bottom and a built-in gaiter. I'm going to want a pair of lightweight shell pants, and most of the time I'm just going to use these for the snowmobile ride to get up to Washington Pass. I'm not going to tour in these. But if the day is a little colder, I might throw these in my pack in order to tour with them as well. And finally, when it's really cold out, I might actually ski tour in a pair of hard shell pants. And most of these will offer some sort of way to give me a little breathability, like the thigh zipper along the way. If the temps are cold like that, I will often layer under my pants a pair of lightweight long johns. And I can't emphasize enough, you want to go lightweight here. If you choose to wear long johns, you're really committed to having them on all day. Whereas if you wear a pair of soft shell pants, you can always pull shell pants over them, and when you warm up, take the shell pants off. So that tends to be a little more versatile, the layering system. For my upper body, I'll usually go with a lightweight capeline or wool shirt. Again, I want to keep this pretty light. And then my mid layer is going to depend on the temps. So this is a really lightweight, soft shell, highly breathable, that a lot of days that's all I'll need for my mid layer. Oftentimes I'm going to want a little bit more of that. This is the Piton Hybrid hoodie, and I wear this a lot as my mid layer. It'll shed a little bit of wind, but provides a nice bit of warmth. The R1 hoodie is about the same as that Piton pullover. And if it's really cold, I might actually have as my mid layer something like a Nano Air hoodie. Highly breathable, really lightweight micro puff jacket. On top of that, I'm going to wear a soft shell jacket. A Gore-Tex jacket can work as well, but we're big fans of the soft shell here. Most of the time in the winter, it's just going to be snowing. We're not dealing with rain. We tend not to ski tour when it's raining out, so soft shell tends to breathe better, as well as being able to shed snow when you're getting over the head face shots. Whenever we take a break, I like to have a big puffy jacket to put on, so there are a variety of different puffy jackets, but this one is called the Winter Sun jacket. Some days I might take a down jacket out there as well, so pack down a little bit smaller. So that's essentially my main layering system. I'll supplement that with a few things. I'll always bring a baseball cap to wear while I'm out there. I'll have a ski hat to wear as well, and I often interchange between the cap and the wool hat. I'll bring a buff out there with me. This can be used as a neck gaiter or as a little balaclava, or just something to wear like a headband. And then I'll bring 2 sets of gloves, a heavyweight pair, and I might wear these for the snowmobile ride up, or I'll wear these for skiing downhill, and then a lightweight pair of touring gloves for going uphill. And then finally, I also want to have a pair of ski goggles with me. So these are some of the things I tend to use the least, so I'll often just pair up my warm gloves, my ski goggles, and leave those at the bottom of my pack. On to some more of the technical gear. So obviously everyone's going to need to have a transceiver. We can provide one if you don't own one. You'll either want to wear it in the harness, like this Tracker 2, or sometimes people will ditch the harness and just wear it in a zippered pocket in a pair of pants with a leash that can be clipped back to a belt. Then you want to have dedicated avalanche shovel. It's really nice when these things can come apart for packing. And then an avalanche probe. Again, NCMG can provide BCA shovels, probes, and beacons if you need one. All this is going to go into a backpack. I don't necessarily need an avalanche airbag pack, although most of our guides are using them nowadays. But about this size pack, 35 liters, is a pretty good size for a single day trip. Don't need any bigger than that. In terms of your ski gear, you're going to want to have a pair of skins with you. You'll notice I don't carry mine in any kind of stuff sack. I just keep them out loose, and I don't keep any sort of strips or mesh in between them. I find those are really difficult to deal with out in the field. When the skin is on your ski, this is quite important. You don't want to have a whole lot of edge showing, no more than a centimeter up top. And by the time you get to the middle of the ski, you really don't want much more than just the metal edge of the ski showing. Okay, so now for the fun stuff. For skis, ideally for backcountry skiing in the North Cascades, we want a ski that's between, say, 95 underfoot to maybe 120. A lot of people are skiing the wider skis nowadays. This is the Dynafit Wascaron, it's about 114 underfoot. And I've also got a Dynafit binding, really nice, lightweight, probably the best touring binding. I'd say every NCMG guide is ski touring on the Dynafit binding. Pair of adjustable poles to go with your skis. And I'm going to show you how we bundle these up for traveling on snowmobiles. I'm going to loop the pole strap around each of the skis, and then I'm just going to twist the two pole straps around each other. That locks the tips of the skis together. Then I'm going to take a ski strap and I'm going to wrap it around the poles and the skis and cinch that down nice and tight, and this just makes the whole package really easy to handle or easy to attach onto a snowmobile. And a few last little things that are fairly important to have with you during the day. So for me, I'll just bring one thermos, a full liter of hot drink, tea, or hot chocolate. During the day, I find when it's cold, I don't drink a lot of cold water. But the other option would be to bring a liter of water and a half liter of hot drinks. But the hot drinks are really nice to have out there during the day. Then you'll want to have a lunch bag with some food for the day, a bunch of high energy snacks, a small repair kit. This is actually the repair kit that your guide will carry, but if you have specific things to your bindings, you'll want to bring a couple of those things with you. You can keep it pretty light, but if you have any specific binding issues. And then sunglasses. I really favor the kind of glasses where I can swap the lenses in and out. So if I'm dealing with a low light situation, I can put in a lighter lens during the day. I want to have some sunscreen. If you're just out for the day, you don't need a giant tube of sunscreen, so a little bottle is plenty. A headlamp. The days are short in the winter. Hopefully we don't need to employ these, but you always want to have one with you. A little multi-tool is a pretty handy thing, like a Leatherman. And then finally, I often carry a bandana with me so I can clean my glasses or blow my nose out in the field. So this is the general kit that you're going to carry with you on a regular guided day of skiing in the North Cascades. If you have any questions about this, please give a call to the office and we'll put you in touch with one of the guides. Thanks.